What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we've got a lot to talk about in terms of weekend league, the market change over the weekend. Oh my god, I just won a Fabinho for 20. You guys just saw that. I did not. I went live on the YouTube video while I was bidding for, something to do and then it just expired. So that is a nice little 20,000 coins that we just made at the beginning of the episode. Good start to the video. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. I appreciate you guys being here. And you guys have been showing a lot of support to this series, so I really do appreciate it. So we might as well start off with what I'm doing right now to make coins. And it's basically a trading method because I'm not ready to invest yet. Sure, I have a lot of coins liquid, but just because I have a lot of coins liquid doesn't mean I have to throw them at an investment immediately, okay? I don't like where the prices are currently, especially given the fact that it's the beginning of Weekend League. And the reason I don't buy at the beginning of Weekend League is there are still people, buying for their Weekend League teams, but most of the time the prices have settled pretty high. And at the end of the weekend, what we'll see on Sunday, Monday, it's a weird weekend because they pushed it back 24 hours, but you'll see a drop in price because people will sell their teams at the end of the weekend. Especially for these cards that are pretty good for this early in the game, but are going to inevitably get phased out within the next couple of weeks. And one of those cards is Fabinho here, which I just choked on a snipe right there, which I could have made a few thousand coins because that had a shadow card on it, and it went for 42k. Shadow card's going for about 46,000 coins on Fabinho. The other card's going for about 45,000 coins, which is nice little profit on that card that we just got for 23,000. And that's not the first bid I've gotten on him, but it definitely is the best bid I've gotten on him. I also got one for 40k here, which is 2.5 to 3k profit on the card. But the one that we just got for 23,000 coins, it's going to be about 20k profit. But let's go ahead and list that one up right there, 40,000 coins. And then this, and since we're making so many coins on this card right here, this should send us over 2 million coins liquid for the first time in the series. Guys, if you've been enjoying the series, make sure to drop a like on the video. Let's shoot for a solid 333 likes on this episode of Trading to Glory number 8. Now, if you guys saw episode number 7, which hopefully a lot of you guys checked out, you might have seen that the title wasn't exactly the climax of what we were talking about in that video, or the climax of what happened in that video. You can see this Neymar Jr. right here. This wasn't a trade. This was out of our division rival rewards, Neymar Jr. And I didn't put it in the title or anything because I wanted everybody that watched that episode to be surprised when they saw it. I wanted you guys to experience it kind of how I did, without it being in the title and you knowing it's already going to happen. It takes away a lot of the fun in watching packs being open. So that's why I left it out of the title. And hopefully you guys did enjoy that little pack pull that we had, which is maybe the best pack I've ever had, given the circumstances, given the context. Being so early in the FIFA cycle and packing a card that great. Sure, it's not the best player I've packed in FIFA history. I've packed tons of Team of the Season, the Team of the Year Mane last year. They're better cards, but given it's tradable and this early in the year, I think it might be the best pack I've ever had because of the context. Now, you can see the Fabinhos I've been selling, getting those for 40,000 coins pretty consistently, and selling them back onto the market. Now, if you guys saw, we did invest in Kai Havertz after we made the decision earlier this week to sell our meta cards on Tuesday and Wednesday. We sold early before Thursday, which was the beginning of the market crash. Now, I saw that coming because, one, the casuals all were going to sell Thursday. The entire community, 99.9% of the people were like, Thursday's sell day, Thursday's sell day, Thursday's sell day. Sure, it's normally true historically, but if the entire community's selling on Thursday, Thursday becomes no longer sell day. It becomes buy day because everything drops in price. And we saw that coming from a mile away here on the Trade into Glory. So we sold on Tuesday and Wednesday. But what I did with some of those coins was invest in Havertz, and that investment didn't really work out for us. I knew he was going to go out of packs with ones to watch, and I didn't lose coins on him, but I also didn't gain coins on him. I just kind of sat there with a card that went up a couple K, went down a couple K, and I kind of just dumped it back onto the market. We're going to make a new investment in those cards at the end of the weekend, but I'm not ready to buy quite yet. We've got the Fabinho sold right there. We got one more that hasn't sold, and that's going to put us over 2 million coins for the first time in the Trading to Glory, which is absolutely awesome. But before we continue with the reasoning behind why I'm going to be buying, towards the end of the weekend, what we're going to do is talk about how EA have already messed something up. Now, we must have already all heard about the fact that Weekend League got pushed back 24 hours. It just started about 2 hours ago. You can see it's active right now. But it got pushed back, which makes this weekend a little bit weird. But the reason it got pushed back is pretty evidently because they didn't really think about the fact that FUT Champs were still going to count as division rival points, but I am pretty sure it didn't count as a game for division rivals, which would have given a huge advantage for people playing FUT Champs on the rival rankings. A very huge advantage, given the fact that rivals are capped at 30 games now. That created the issue, and somehow, even after they said they were going to focus on the game, after the demo wasn't released, they didn't do a demo, and they're going to focus on the game, they still weren't ready and didn't think about something so obvious for the first Weekend League and had to panic and push it back. It's pretty shameful, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. But I will say this. They made the correct decision to make FUT Champs count towards rival points. It was just an incomplete decision. They made the right choice there, but they didn't fix the obvious other issues that come along with that. Sure, FUT Champs counting towards div rivals points is the correct choice, but they're making it so that those games in FUT Champs count towards your 30 in rivals. Now, whether you win or lose in FUT Champs, it counts as 400 points. If you win in rivals, a lot of the times it counts, 800 plus points. So with that being said, if you play the 30 games of rivals, you're going to have a huge advantage on the people that play FUT Champs in terms of rival rewards. So it kind of becomes a huge unbalance, and everybody has to play their 30 rivals matches on Thursday before Weekend League comes out on Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on your time zone. So you have to play 30 matches of rivals, followed by 30 games of Weekend League over the weekend, which leads to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday being absolutely dead. Because at that point, you're capped at 30 games. For rivals, there's no reason to continue playing. So here are the options for EA, and I'll lay them out right now. Straightforward, no BS. The options for EA right now are, and they need to act upon these quickly, whatever they choose, move rival rewards to Monday. This will allow people to play on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday leading up to Weekend League and get their 30 games done. And if they don't finish those 30 games, they can play Weekend League and have that count towards the 30 games over the weekend, and then the rewards come out Monday. That's a pretty good solution. Now, another solution for them is to get rid of the 30-game cap. That's just reverting back to what it was previously and basically getting rid of the current issue that we have. I don't think that's the right choice, but it is an option. I think going backwards is not the option here, even though the entire community complained about that, and that's what initially everybody was saying. Just get rid of the cap, but it's not the right choice. It's not the right choice. They made a good choice by making these count towards rival points. I think we should move forward and fix it going forward and still have this cap, because I think it's a healthy cap, but it's not healthy anymore that you have to play all 30 on Thursday. It's just not. So with that being said, guys, with that being said, the final option for them, which I think is the best option, is when you go into a FUT Champions game and you've still got some of your rivals games left, which if the current rival rewards on Thursdays stay the same, you're probably going to have a lot of them left. As you enter into a game, it'll give you a prompt. The prompt says, would you like to use one of your division rivals' game tokens? And you can click yes or no. If you click yes, the FUT Champs game will give you 400 rival points at the end of your game. If you click no, FUT Champs game just counts for FUT Champions, doesn't affect rivals, and you can go and play those rival matches on your own at a later time. I think that's the best option. You don't have to change the reward date, and it really makes it so that people can decide what they want to do with it without it being all automatic. And they can do what's best for their ultimate team, which I think is the way to go. Currently, this is the team we're sitting on in the Trade-in Glory. Still got that Fabinho, still got some of these guys. And with the gameplay right now, and the fact that I haven't been doing too well in Rivals, and I don't have a lot of time this weekend because I'll be gone all Saturday, I'll be gone for a lot of Sunday, and Monday will be the only day I can play FUT Champs. I'm probably not going to play it. I'm probably not going to play Foot Champs this weekend. We're going to go ahead and take a pass. We're just going to trade, probably sell our team early into the weekend and go ahead and take the coins as a preparation to reinvest all our coins into something going into next week. So let's talk about some of those things that we're going to invest in. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and drop a like on the video. It'd help me out an absolute ton. And if you're new to the channel, drop that sub for me and turn those notifications on. Obviously, you don't have to. I'm not going to force you or hold you hostage. But if you guys want more trading tips, squad building challenge, cheapest solutions, or more FIFA 21 content, this is a good one-stop shop for everything. And I think I can help you out quite a bit with that. Right now, we're looking at Fabinho's, seeing if we can trade some more with that. But let's go ahead and further discuss SBC fodder, which we touched on in the last episode. We are looking at a very low point for SBC fodder. This is the only thing that really hasn't risen yet, is SBC fodder. Meta has gone up and down, and SBC fodder hasn't. It really is just sitting real low. I mean, a card like Thiago Silva, which it took me 3 tries to find the card because I kept clicking on Liverpool's Thiago. Thiago Silva is an 85 rated card. He's Brazilian, he's a center back from the Premier League and Chelsea. Doesn't have the greatest stats. You look at the pace and you're not too pleased with using that in a starter team. But think about it from an SBC fodder standpoint. It's 85 rated and gets really, really good links. And we're only about a week away from the Halloween Scream promo from beginning, which is going to introduce the first real SBCs that everybody are going to be doing that have a higher rating. Sure, we had the James Rodriguez SBC come out today, which I've already uploaded the cheapest solution if you guys want to check that out. But we've had that, but really it is only 82 rated. So it's not going to affect a Thiago Silva too much. Only some 82s and 83s slightly rise. And then you look at a couple of the 81s with really good links, stuff like that. Those are the only cards that are really going to be affected, and it's not going to be affected very much, just because there's so many different options you can go with at that low rating, and we've still got a ton of supply coming in. So it's not going to affect the price of those low-rated cards too much. But once we get to the Scream promo, and some of these boosted cards come out, and they're really special, and they're pretty cool, eventually there's going to be one that's like 84 to 86 rated that the entire community goes out and does, especially if they've got the higher chemistry requirements. It's going to shoot some of these cards that I'm looking at right now up in price quite a bit. Nicolas Sule right now at 4K. Mark my words right now. Within the next month, this card will be triple the price at one point or another. I'm not saying it'll stay at 12K. I'm not saying that it will even hit 12K for a full day. I'm just saying it'll be over 10,000 coins at some point. It's just too perfect of a link. You get the link to Neuer. You get the link to Boateng. You get the link to all the 83 rateds on Bayern's team. It is such a great card for SBCs. And right now it's only 4,000 coins. I can't see that going any lower at all. I can only see that going up. So SBC fodder investments is something I'm definitely going to be interested in by the end of the weekend. Harry Kane is another card that we looked at in the last episode, and he was going for about 22,000 coins for an 88 rated card. And currently, he hasn't really changed in price all too much, but if you take a look, it might be a little bit less than what it was. 21,500 coins. It's not bad for an 88 rated card. It's in Premier League. It is striker. It's English. It's Tottenham. The links are perfect. Sure, again, the pace is what throws people off. It's not going in your starter team. It's purely in SBC fodder,